The teacher who wore short shorts. My high school teacher would always wear shorts. When he was looking at your homework, he would put his foot up on your desk and lean on it. If you looked up, you could see straight up the leg of his shorts, and he never wore any underwear. It was horrifying. Sometimes he would lean in, and his crotch would be directly in front of your face. Once he did it right behind one of my friends, and she said she could feel something bumping against her shoulder. There were always deep gasps of disgust when he went around the classroom checking our homework. The teacher who beat a boy to death over a pencil. A school principal in New Delhi, India, was accused of beating an 11-year-old boy to death over a stolen pencil. One of the students in the class lost their pencil. The principal searched the boy, and after the missing pencil was found on him, the teacher slapped and punched him. The boy later began vomiting blood and died on the way to the hospital. The school principal was arrested and charged with culpable homicide. The teacher who licked stuff. My teacher was pretty weird. She used to wipe the blackboard with her hand and then lick the chalk off her fingers. She would also scratch her back frequently and have some skin under her fingernails. One morning during a test, I looked up and watched her take her hand and insert it down her blouse. She wiped it down her chest, across her stomach, around her sides, under her armpits, and then took it back out again. Wow, that was weird, I thought to myself. 10 seconds later, she looked around the class to check if anyone was watching, then smelled her hand and licked it from the bottom of her palm to the tips of her fingers, and began sucking on her fingertips. I used to sit in the first row, and she often borrowed my pencils without asking. I would cringe as I watched her holding them, chewing them, licking them. I couldn't bear to use them after she touched them. By the end of the semester, I had 2 pencil cases, one for my own pencils and one for the pencils she touched. The teacher who told a boy to jump out of a building. This happened in Xinjiang, China. A 10-year-old boy named Junjun was caught talking in class by his teacher. As punishment, the teacher told him to write a 1,000-word self-criticism essay. The boy couldn't complete the task and wrote, "Teacher, I can't do it," in his textbook. The teacher told him to jump out of a building. The boy obediently followed the teacher's instructions. He plunged 30 floors to his death, landing on a parked car. The teacher who beat a boy to death over a couple of dollars. A school teacher in Malaysia was charged with the murder of a 7-year-old boy. The boy was accused of stealing a couple of dollars from a classmate. As punishment, the teacher tied the boy to a window, then caned him and beat him for 2 hours. The boy fell into a coma and died in hospital 3 days later. The teacher was found guilty and sentenced to death by hanging.